Hi all, welcome to the Far Side of Normal, home of Supernatural to Cleaners. I am Stacy, the creator and your host. First things first, last week we didn't have a video because I had to go to my uncle's funeral who died of COVID and complications. So my PSA is be safe, be cautious, be wise, don't be paranoid, but take extra precautions. Whereas some people are not, maybe take a little bit more to keep yourselves safe and healthy and your families. There's that. This week's video is going to be a little bit different in that it's a short video because I was on a podcast. Last year, I told you guys about a project that I did that I couldn't talk about yet. Well, hooray, it's finally here. I was on a podcast with Briona Jenkins. If you guys remember last year, when all the madness started, wait a minute, that was a long year. Let me just help you. When GISH did their Racial Inequality and Injustice panel, there was one of the speakers, Briona Jenkins, on there. She was a young woman. She lives in Austin, Texas, and she was on both panels, so panel 1 and panel 2. It was a panel that Misha and Jensen and Daneel gave their platform and their space to allow this discussion on racial inequality and injustice. Well, from that, I reached out to Bree, and she was on my sister's podcast, which is Tuesday Talks with Tanya. And from that, we started talking because I sent her a thank you gift, and she asked me to be on her podcast, which is Tea with Bree. So, this week's webisode is basically going to be a link to the podcast. We discuss supernatural and all fun, nerdy things that we love. I think you'll like it a lot. I had a lot of fun and it was a good time had by all. We discussed supernatural in depth. She's only on season, well, right now, as of the time, she was on season 4, I think, or all the way up to 4. Now she's on 8. I need her to go faster, but that's a whole nother story. So the link is going to be down below. Next week, we'll be back to our regularly scheduled program. I'm still trying to figure out the format, but alas, I don't know what it is yet, but I won't leave you guys hanging for too long. With that, this Sunday is Valentine's Day. It makes me think of that episode where they had to look at the heart, and Dean gave art, kind of turned to Sam and was like, "Will you be my Valentine?" Sam was having none of it. That's another story. Anyways, I'm rambling, so without further ado, check out the link below, which is the Tea with Bree and the episode that I did with her talking about supernatural, all things nerdy and fun stuff. Until next week, sweet Deans and sweet Sams. Bye.